It comes down to this with Urban Meyer, and this has always been the only problem with Urban Meyer because everywhere he's gone, he's won until now. He has zero self-awareness.
So this was floating around on Twitter earlier today. I thought this was great. Urban Meyer wasn't bad on TV. And it's fun to look back on what Urban Meyer said as a TV analyst on Fox, our own network brethren. He had criteria to examine for struggling teams. And if we put up this slide, it'll show you the 3 things that he thinks struggling teams really needed to examine themselves for. It's not a Toyo's Clinic issue.
Go ahead, Paul.
It's trust issues, number 1. Dysfunctional environment, number 2. And selfishness, number 3. There it is up on the screen. I think all 3 of these things are at play for what Shad Khan bashed him for displaying this weekend. A little ironic from old Herbs.
So here's why I think his days in Jacksonville are numbered now. And I didn't before this story came out, but it's hard not to read into Shad Khan's statement. And the fact he's not flying back with the team and the message that sends, right? He was very critical of Trevor Lawrence going to Vegas on a bachelor party this offseason, but yet he's not coming back with his team after a Thursday night football game and going to this party. I mean, he's an idiot. This is about Trevor Lawrence and his development. When you draft a quarterback where they drafted Trevor Lawrence and the investment in all of this, franchise quarterbacks make you Super Bowl contenders for a decade or longer. That's just how it is. And I would not, if I'm have the true investment where the Jags lucked into Trevor Lawrence the same way that the Colts fell into Andrew Luck, I would not be wasting a year or 2 with all this other crap with Urban Meyer and all the distraction. The players tend to already hate him anyway. I would lean towards making sure that I get the coaching hire right around Trevor Lawrence and his development now, so it pays off in this long-term rebuild that they've been in, except for the 2017 season when they went to the AFC Championship game. To me, this is bigger than just Urban Meyer back in Ohio after a Thursday night football game. There are stepping stones to all of this throughout the offseason, and based on what is being reported out of the locker room, what Mike Silver tweeted out earlier today, with what he's being told from players, this is more about the sentiment of the players and whether or not they're going to play for this guy now. He was laughed out of the team meeting room, by the way.
And it sounds like he didn't address this in a team meeting room. He addressed this in positional groups or smaller stuff. Then, went about his business, got laughed out of a team meeting room. Really ugly stuff with players who see through this. Players see through stuff. And he's basically not practicing what he preaches.
Now, who knows who Michael Silver is talking to?
But he's got somebody.
One player, this is from him, one player told me he has zero credibility in that stadium. He had very little to begin with. He goes on to say...
That stadium is their headquarters.
Even if canceled, he even canceled the team meeting. He was too scared to speak in front of the team. Another player said he only apologized to position groups individually. He portrayed the woman in the videos as a random person who was just there dancing, and then went on to say, one player said, "We looked at him like, WTF? Right when he left, everyone started dying laughing, and he knew it. Bottom line," said the player, "it's bad. I don't know how he's going to function."
Well, it comes down to this with Urban Meyer, and this has always been the only problem with Urban Meyer because everywhere he's gone, he's won until now. He has zero self-awareness. Zero. He puts that up on the screen that you showed, Paul, and talks about it, and he keeps a straight face. This is a guy who had 40 people arrested at Florida and did nothing about it. He had a guy who's probably a serial killer who shot an automatic weapon into a crowd at Florida and did nothing about it, and he taught a character and leadership class at Ohio State with a straight face. He's just got zero self-awareness.